Let's load another camera looking east up the canyon from about here. Go to the Render Task Mode, open the Component Gallery from the toolbar, go to the Cameras page, and load the lake view. Do not scale the camera's position to the current DEM bounds. Open the Lake View camera in the left view, save the project, and render a preview. To create a gentle slope inward from our Area Terra Effector vector, we'll need an edge feathering profile. Bring the Area Terra Effector editor up, select Use Profile, and Edit Profile. For an Area Terra Effector, the profile starts with the vector on the left side of the graph. As we move right, we're moving toward the inside of the vector area. Think of the vertical scale value as % of elevation. The default profile starts at distance 0 and value 0. That means no elevation change at the vector. The profile ends at a distance of 10 meters and a value of 100. That's a full elevation change 10 meters in from the vector. Change its distance to 150 meters, which would be more appropriate to a 50-meter deep lake. Select Add Point and click on the profile. Change its distance to 60 meters. Drag the point down to a shallow level, about 12 meters, and change the tension to 1. Our lake bed will drop to a depth of approximately 12 meters, 60 meters in from the vector, flatten out briefly, then drop to its 50-meter maximum 150 meters in from the edge. Keep the profile, save the project, and render a preview. Go to the Water Task Mode, select the Lakes category, and add component of this type. Reset the resolution. Move down the lower Scene at a Glance list. Click and drag the lake vector up and drop it on the lake component. Confirm the operation. The lake is active, so Control-click on the shoreline to place its elevation, somewhere around 2,064 meters. Save the project and render a preview. Let's darken the beach. Go to the Beach Material page, open the Diffuse Color color editor, and choose a medium brown. On the Beach Gradient page, change the beach height minimum to 2 meters. Combined with the default beach height variation of 0.5 meters, beach material will be rendered 1.5 to 2.5 meters above and 1.5 to 2.5 meters below the lake elevation. To create different colors for shallow and deep water, go to the Water Gradient page and click another pin on the right side of the gradient color bar. Name it Deep. Rename the other material Shallow. Create a Material Gradient Driver texture to drive the water materials. Choose Dynamic Parameter from the Selected Element drop-down list. Select Water Depth as the parameter. Leave Input Low at 0 meters and change Input High to 30 meters. Close the texture editor. This gradient will cause the shallow water material to render at a depth of 0 meters and deep water material to render at depths of 30 meters and beyond. Go to the Water Material page, select Shallow, and open the Diffuse Color color editor. Raise the value and add a little green. Increase the optical depth to 5 meters to make the shallow water more transparent. Save the project and render a preview. To add a little breezy roughness to the shallow water, go to the Waves tab and increase the added roughness to 0.25 meters. create a texture, and choose the F1 cell basis element. Change the X and Y size to 2 meters. To animate the texture, change the velocity in the Z direction to 0.5 meters per second. To copy the shallow water material roughness to the deep water material, copy the shallow roughness texture, select the deep water material, and paste texture. Since deep roughness doesn't have a texture yet, the Copy Roughness window will pop up. Select Roughness as the target and apply. Confirm. Set the added roughness value to 0.25 meters. Save the project and render a preview. Water surface detail is dependent on terrain resolution and fractal depth. This 10-second animation shows the water rendered at a maximum fractal depth of 5. You can find it in the Animation folder on the Tutorial 2 CD.